Thank you for choosing Wisdom of the Dharma. If you found this video insightful, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss a new update. Your support helps us keep sharing powerful, life-changing wisdom with the world. And don't forget to drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's grow and learn together. Why September 2025 is so important. When the 7th lunar month arrives, many people across Asia pause, reflect, and tread more carefully. This is Ghost Month, sometimes called the Hungry Ghost Festival, a period when tradition tells us the gates between the living and the unseen world swing wide open. Spirits wander freely, and the balance of yin and yang becomes more delicate than at any other time of the year. And here is something that might surprise you. In 2025, Ghost Month will fall almost entirely in September. That means this September is not just another change of seasons, it's a time when your choices, habits, and even the smallest actions could either protect you or invite unnecessary misfortune. Now, some people hear Ghost Month and immediately think of superstition, fear, or old folk tales. But if we look deeper, through the lens of Buddhist wisdom and Feng Shui principles, this month is not about being terrified of spirits. Instead, it is a spiritual reminder. It teaches us to slow down, to respect unseen energies, and to avoid rushing into actions that could backfire when the timing is not right. That is why this September carries special weight. If you are planning a wedding, preparing to buy a house, starting a business, or even considering signing important contracts, you need to hear this warning. Ghost Month is traditionally believed to be inauspicious for such life-changing steps, and history is full of stories where people ignored these cautions and paid the price. But do not misunderstand, this is not about living in fear. Ghost Month also brings an opportunity. It invites us to live mindfully, to observe more carefully, and to respect the harmony between worlds seen and unseen. Instead of fearing restless spirits, we learn to respect them. Instead of dreading bad luck, we learn to strengthen our own energy so that luck naturally flows toward us. In this video, we will uncover the specific things you must avoid this September 2025, 8 critical warnings that can protect you and your family. But beyond that, I will also share 3 positive practices you can embrace during Ghost Month to keep your home safe, your spirit calm, and your fortune stable. Number 1. Avoid major decisions this September 2025. If you are thinking about getting married, buying a new home, or launching a business this September, pause for a moment. Ghost Month this year falls almost entirely in September, and for centuries, both Buddhist wisdom and Feng Shui tradition have warned us, this is not the season for life-changing decisions. From the perspective of Buddhism, timing is a vital part of karma. Actions are seeds, and seeds only grow when the soil and weather are right. When the 7th lunar month arrives, the spiritual atmosphere is unsettled. Yin energy is at its peak, and the presence of wandering spirits can create distractions and disturbances. Making a major decision in this climate is like planting crops in a storm. You may still sow the seeds, but the chance of them flourishing is slim. Feng Shui echoes this principle. New beginnings require strong yang energy, clarity, warmth, stability. But during Ghost Month, yin overwhelms yang. Moving into a new house under such conditions may cause lingering unease. A marriage started at this time may feel strained, with misunderstandings or family conflicts rising more easily. A business venture launched now may struggle to find solid ground, facing unforeseen obstacles or sudden financial downturns. The timing does not create the problem, but it amplifies hidden weaknesses that already exist. I once heard the story of a young couple who rushed into marriage during Ghost Month because the banquet hall had a discount. Everyone told them to wait, but they ignored the advice. Within the first year, They faced repeated quarrels and financial setbacks, and eventually, they separated. Whether you see this as coincidence or consequence, the truth is clear. When energy is unsettled, even the strongest bonds can be tested. So what is the wiser choice? Use September to prepare rather than to leap. Refine your plans, strengthen your resources, and align your intentions. If you must make a move, do so with heightened caution, but if you have the freedom to wait, waiting is wisdom. Ghost month is not forever, it is only a season. And just as storms pass and skies clear, there will be a time when your decisions will stand on firmer, brighter ground. Number 2. Avoid swimming or late-night outings. During Ghost Month, especially this September 2025, nighttime takes on a different weight. Tradition teaches us that spirits are most active after sunset, and places near water, such as rivers, lakes, or even the sea, are believed to carry heavy yin energy. Water, after all, is a natural mirror of the unseen. It reflects but also absorbs. That is why late-night outings and swimming during this month are strongly discouraged. From a Buddhist perspective, the hours of darkness are already times when our awareness weakens. The Buddha often reminded his disciples to be mindful of where they walked and to avoid places of danger when vision was poor. When you are near water at night, the risk is not just spiritual, it is physical. Accidents happen more easily when the mind is restless, and Ghost Month is precisely a season when distractions seem to multiply. Feng Shui adds another layer of meaning. Water represents wealth and flow, but at night, its energy is no longer nurturing, it becomes absorbing. It draws in what is loose or ungrounded. For this reason, people often describe feeling inexplicably heavy or uneasy after night swims or late walks during Ghost Month. They may not see anything, but the atmosphere presses on them, as if reminding them that yin is in command. I recall a story of a young man who ignored this advice. He went swimming with friends late one night during Ghost Month, laughing off the warnings of superstition. Midway through, he felt a sudden cramp in his leg and nearly drowned. His friends pulled him out just in time. Later, he admitted that he had felt an eerie chill before the cramp struck, something he had never experienced before. So, what should you do instead? Keep your activities in daylight, when yang energy dominates and the world feels clearer and safer. Choose well-lit areas if you must go out in the evening, and travel with company rather than alone. Remember, the point is not to live in fear, but to live in harmony with the rhythms of the season. By respecting the boundaries of Ghost Month, you protect not only your spiritual well-being but also your physical safety. Number 3. Keep quiet, avoid noise. One of the most overlooked warnings of Ghost Month is about sound. It may seem harmless to whistle while walking home at night or to call out loudly to a friend across the street, but during this period, especially September 2025, sound carries farther than you intend. Tradition teaches that loud noises, whistling, or shouting names at night can attract wandering spirits, mistaking your call as an invitation. In Buddhism, silence is often described as a form of wisdom. Noise, on the other hand, stirs up restless energy, not only within yourself but in your surroundings. When you raise your voice carelessly in Ghost Month, you break the stillness of a season when yin is strong. In that disturbance, unseen beings may gather, drawn to the vibration. From a Feng Shui perspective, sound is energy. Gentle, harmonious sound, like temple bells or wind chimes, purifies and clears. But sharp, erratic noise disrupts balance. Imagine striking a gong without rhythm. Instead of uplifting, it agitates. In Ghost Month, the atmosphere is already unsettled. Unnecessary noise only magnifies the instability. So, what should you do? Keep your evenings peaceful. Lower the volume on devices, avoid unnecessary shouting, and cultivate an atmosphere of calm in your home. This is not about repressing joy but about practicing mindfulness. Let Ghost Month be a time to discover the power of quiet. Silence can protect, but more than that, it can heal. In stillness, you preserve your own energy and avoid sending signals that might invite attention from the unseen. Number 4. Do not pick up offerings from the street. During Ghost Month, particularly this September 2025, it is common to see offerings, bowls of rice, plates of fruit, cups of tea, or sticks of incense, left at street corners, sidewalks, or near trees. These offerings are not abandoned food. They are acts of reverence, set out by families to comfort wandering spirits who lack a place to belong. And one of the strongest cautions of this month is simple: never pick them up. In Buddhist tradition, offerings represent compassion. They are a form of dana, the practice of giving. By leaving food or incense for unseen beings, families create harmony between the human world and the spirit world. To interfere with those offerings is not just disrespectful, it is like interrupting a prayer halfway. It disturbs the balance that the ritual was meant to create. Feng Shui, too, explains why this is unwise. Every offering is a symbolic bridge between the living and the dead. When you take food or objects meant for spirits, you pull that energy toward yourself. Instead of nourishing wandering souls, you absorb the unsettled vibration. This is why many elders say that eating such food or keeping such items brings misfortune, illness, or strange disturbances at home. So, what should you do when you see offerings? Simply pass by with respect. If incense smoke drifts toward you, take it as a blessing rather than something to brush away. If food remains after a day, trust that it has served its spiritual purpose and leave it alone. Respect is the key. Ghost Month is not only about avoiding bad luck, it is also about remembering that we share this world with others, seen and unseen. By respecting what is not ours, we maintain harmony. In September 2025, when offerings appear on every corner, let your reverence be your protection. Number 5. Be careful with clothing colors. In Ghost Month, even the colors we choose to wear carry weight. This September 2025, tradition advises us to be mindful, especially with two colors, red and black, that can stir energies we may not want to invite. Red is normally a symbol of joy, vitality, and celebration. In weddings and festivals, it brings warmth and life. But during Ghost Month, red can act like a beacon in the dark. Just as moths rush toward flame, wandering spirits may be drawn to the lively energy that red radiates. In times when the veil is thin, what usually attracts good fortune may instead call in restless souls searching for light. Black, on the other hand, carries a different message. It is the color of mourning, associated with grief and endings. When worn heavily during Ghost Month, black signals vulnerability, almost like announcing to the unseen world that your defenses are low. Instead of projecting strength, it mirrors loss, and in doing so, it can pull in more of the same heavy energy. Buddhist practice often emphasizes balance rather than extremes. The middle way reminds us that harmony is found in moderation. Likewise, in Feng Shui, colors influence the flow of qi. Overusing colors that represent extremes, whether the fiery yang of red or the heavy yin of black, creates imbalance, especially when spiritual forces are already active. A friend once told me about attending a late-night gathering during Ghost Month wearing a striking red dress. Throughout the evening, she felt unusually uneasy, as though eyes were on her from places she couldn't see. When she returned home, she had difficulty sleeping and woke repeatedly. Afterward, her elders gently reminded her, Ghost Month is not the season to dress as though summoning attention. So, what should you wear? Choose softer, grounding tones, white for clarity, green for renewal, yellow for stability. These colors balance yin and yang, projecting calm energy rather than extremes. Instead of attracting what you do not intend, they create a shield of quiet strength. Remember, clothing is not just fashion, it is energy. In September 2025, let what you wear reflect peace and balance. By choosing wisely, you move through Ghost Month with a presence that is steady, calm, and naturally protected. Number 6. Avoid major financial decisions. Money is energy. It flows in and out of our lives like water through a stream, sometimes calm and steady, sometimes rushing and unpredictable. That is why, during Ghost Month, especially in September 2025, tradition warns us to avoid making large financial decisions. Big investments, property purchases, or risky business deals are better postponed until the season has passed. Buddhism teaches that craving and haste are two powerful roots of suffering. When we are eager to gain quickly, we often ignore warning signs. During Ghost Month, yin energy dominates, clouding clarity and stirring doubt. This makes it easier to act out of greed or fear rather than wisdom. In such a climate, even careful plans may unravel because the conditions are simply not favorable. Feng Shui offers another perspective. Wealth is closely tied to qi, the life force that must flow smoothly to sustain prosperity. When yin outweighs yang, qi stagnates. Financial moves made in such times risk being trapped in cycles of loss, rather than cycles of growth. It is like trying to sail with no wind. No matter how good your boat, you will not go far. There is a story of an investor who ignored these cautions. Convinced that timing was everything, he rushed to close a deal in the middle of Ghost Month, hoping to gain an advantage before competitors. At first, it seemed promising, but within months, unexpected expenses piled up, and the venture collapsed. Later, reflecting on his choices, he admitted that his eagerness had blinded him to obvious risks. So, what is the wiser path this September? Focus on stability, not expansion. Use this time to pay off debts, strengthen savings, and review existing plans. Instead of chasing profit, guard what you already have. Small, careful steps bring more peace of mind than bold leaps into uncertainty. This is not to say that money itself is cursed during Ghost Month. Rather, the season reminds us to respect timing. Just as farmers wait for the right season to harvest, we too should wait for conditions that favor abundance. In September 2025, let patience be your greatest investment. By holding steady now, you prepare fertile ground for true prosperity when the winds of fortune shift again. Number 7. Take care of your health. Of all the warnings during Ghost Month, one of the most overlooked is also one of the most practical. Protect your health. This September 2025, when yin energy is strongest, maintaining your well-being is not just a matter of comfort, it is a shield. A healthy body and a calm mind naturally repel negativity, while exhaustion and imbalance make you more vulnerable to misfortune. In Buddhist teaching, the body is often described as a precious vessel. It is the foundation through which we practice mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom. If the vessel is weak, even the strongest spirit wavers. The Buddha himself taught moderation in eating, resting, and working, reminding his followers that extreme fatigue clouds judgment and leaves us exposed to suffering. During Ghost Month, when distractions abound, this truth carries even more weight. From a Feng Shui perspective, the home and the body mirror each other. Just as a cluttered home attracts stagnant qi, an exhausted body attracts heavy energy. Poor sleep, irregular meals, or relentless stress weaken your defenses, making it easier for illness, or unsettling experiences, to creep in. Many elders say that people who are run down catch misfortune more easily during this season. I once knew a colleague who insisted on working long nights during Ghost Month, ignoring both rest and nutrition. Within weeks, he suffered an unexpected health scare that forced him into the hospital. Later, he reflected that his downfall was not a ghostly curse but his own neglect. Still, the timing made the lesson sting harder. Ghost Month amplifies what is already fragile. So, what should you do this September? Prioritize sleep, nourish your body with balanced meals, and allow yourself pauses to breathe. Gentle practices such as yoga, tai chi, or even mindful walking help restore balance between body and spirit. Keep your home bright and well ventilated, reflecting the vitality you want to cultivate within. Remember, Ghost Month is not only about avoiding bad luck, it is about strengthening what is within your control. When your health is steady, your mind clear, and your energy balanced, no wandering spirit or heavy yin can disturb your peace. In September 2025, let self-care be your shield. By protecting your body, you also protect your fortune and your path forward. Number 8. Avoid signing important contracts. Another strong caution for Ghost Month, especially in September 2025, is to avoid signing contracts or entering binding agreements. Whether it is a new business partnership, a property lease, or even an employment contract, tradition suggests this is not the season for such commitments. In Buddhism, there is a teaching about right timing. Even if an intention is good, forcing it when the conditions are unstable often leads to unnecessary suffering. Ghost Month is considered such a time. The veil between worlds is thin, distractions are many, and clarity is clouded. When the mind is unsettled, the chance of overlooking key details or making hasty decisions increases. A rushed signature may later feel like a chain you cannot break. From a Feng Shui perspective, contracts symbolize binding energy. They tie you to another person, place, or obligation. But when yin is strong and yang is weak, as it is during Ghost Month, those bindings may form under imbalance. Imagine tying a knot while the rope is wet. It may hold for now, but it slips easily or tightens in the wrong places. Agreements made in such a season often face renegotiations, disputes, or disappointments later. There is a telling story of a company that rushed to sign a major partnership during Ghost Month, believing the date didn't matter. Within weeks, misunderstandings surfaced. Payments were delayed, expectations clashed, and what was supposed to be a path to growth turned into a legal battle. In hindsight, the founders admitted they had ignored advice to wait until after the 7th lunar month. The outcome left them not only financially strained but emotionally drained. So what can you do this September? Instead of finalizing contracts, use the month to review them. Strengthen your understanding, clarify every clause, and consult trusted advisors. If you must sign, do so with exceptional care, and avoid symbolic dates during Ghost Month. Better yet, delay until October, when energy flows more smoothly and agreements rest on steadier ground. Remember, contracts are not just paperwork, they are energetic bonds. By respecting the timing, you protect yourself from future entanglements. Ghost Month teaches us that sometimes the wisest move is to pause, breathe, and let the right moment arrive. In September 2025, let patience be your contract with peace. 3 things you should do during Ghost Month. Up to this point, we've spoken mostly about what not to do in September 2025, when Ghost Month will be at its height. But this season is not only about avoiding danger. It is also about leaning into practices that bring harmony, protection, and even hidden blessings. To balance the cautions, let us highlight 3 positive actions you can take to make this month not fearful, but meaningful. 1. Practice generosity and compassion. Ghost Month reminds us of the countless wandering souls who hunger not only for food but for comfort. That is why offerings are made, not as bribes, but as acts of compassion. In Buddhist teaching, generosity, dana, creates merit that shields and uplifts us. You don't need elaborate rituals, donate to charity, share a meal with someone in need, or extend kindness to a stranger. These small actions radiate light, which naturally counters the heavy yin of the season. When you give, you transform Ghost Month from a time of fear into a season of virtue. 2. Keep your home bright and clean. In Feng Shui, clutter blocks qi, and darkness invites stagnant energy. During Ghost Month, this effect doubles. A messy, dim environment can feel like an open door for unwelcome energy. By cleaning your home, opening windows, and letting sunlight in, you strengthen yang energy, the very force that protects and nurtures. Imagine your home as a lantern in the night. The brighter and more orderly it is, the less space there is for shadows to linger. A well-kept home is not just comfortable, it is protective. 3. Cultivate inner calm through mindful practice. Ghost Month is often linked with anxiety. People worry about spirits, bad luck, or missteps. But fear only weakens your energy further. Instead, use this time to ground yourself. Meditation, breathing exercises, or even a mindful walk in the morning can steady the heart. In Buddhism, stillness is strength. When your mind is calm, your energy is stable, and yin disturbances have no place to cling. Think of it as tuning your inner frequency. The steadier you are, the less disruption can reach you. Together, these three actions, generosity, cleanliness, and mindfulness, offer not only protection but renewal. They remind us that Ghost Month is not a curse but a call to live more consciously. By giving to others, clearing our space, and calming our hearts, we walk through September 2025 not as victims of bad luck but as creators of balance and peace. As we step into September 2025, when Ghost Month falls in full force, remember that this season is not meant to paralyze us with fear. Rather, it is a reminder to tread mindfully, to pause before rushing, and to honor the unseen rhythms of life. We have walked through the key warnings. Do not make major life decisions, avoid late night outings and swimming, keep noise down, respect street offerings, be careful with clothing colors, hold back on risky financial moves, protect your health, and postpone important contracts. These are not simply superstitions, they are lessons passed down through centuries, rooted in both Buddhist wisdom and Feng Shui practice. They remind us that timing, energy, and intention all matter. But Ghost Month is not only about restraint. It is also a chance to grow. By practicing generosity, keeping our homes bright and clean, and cultivating inner calm, we transform this season from one of anxiety into one of quiet empowerment. These simple acts shift the focus from what we cannot control to what we can, our kindness, our environment, and our state of mind. The true lesson of Ghost Month is balance. Life will always bring unsettled moments when yin outweighs yang. In such times, wisdom means knowing when to act and when to wait, when to protect and when to release. So as September unfolds, let Ghost Month be your teacher. Move gently, live mindfully, and respect the harmony between seen and unseen worlds. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Wisdom of the Dharma so more people can walk this path of clarity and peace together. Your support helps us continue bringing ancient wisdom to guide modern lives.